You won't want to miss this good station along the way. 3 years after snacks, and special items made by our youth. The daytime is Saturday, April 23rd, 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Location is the main campus is 805 North Flat, Chapel Road, Jackson. Everybody's invited, individuals, families, church group. The gate will open at 10. There will be a barbecue luncheon at 11:30. There's no charge, however, they do encourage donation. There will be a 12 p.m. program, and then there will be a live auction at 12:30. So this is all taking place at the main campus on April 23rd from 10 to 1:30. And they're so excited. They put two announcements in. Same thing. St. Christopher's Episcopal Church of Ascension, you're invited to the annual Feast of the Cross, hosted by the Men's Club. It will be Saturday, March 26th, from 10 to 12. And children must be accompanied by adults, so they're asking for children ages 12 and under to participate in the annual feast day at 8 o'clock next door. You're cordially invited to attend the Women's Day services at Central United Methodist Church on Sunday, March 20th at 3 p.m. The program will be a panel discussion of expert professionals who will discuss the book by the Reverend Roots, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Black. The book discusses the raises issues regarding race, ethics, and science. If you haven't read that book, I would certainly invite you to read that book. It is quite interesting to be a part of. Refreshments will be served in the first hall following the panel discussion. That is a program at Central United Methodist, March 20th at 3 p.m. The panel discussion the immoral life of Henrietta Black. The family ministry will host the 40th birthday celebration on March 23rd at 6 p.m. All members whose birthdays are in January, February, March will be celebrated. Please RSVP. Someone will be calling you next week, so make sure that those birthday babies will be attending the celebration. Now, the rest of them are on your program, so you can read those yourself. I'm typing myself for all these announcements. Yeah, I do have anything that we should highlight. I do, as always, want to highlight the weekly food bank program ministry that we have. And so please continue to donate food that's listed on your program to that ministry. Again, we want to welcome all our visitors. If we have any first-time visitors that wishes to stand and be recognized, please do it now. If not, again, just want to let you know that you are welcome to be a part of the Aldersgate Sunday service. Now we'll have the entrance of the light. Would you please stand for our statement of purpose? Our vision.
Committed to serving Christ.
Our mission.
Our mission is making disciples of Christ by worshiping, witnessing, nurturing, and serving God's people with compassion and love.
Call to worship. Sing praises to God, O you saints, and give thanks to God's holy name.
We exalt you, O God, for you have restored us to life.
We may cry through the night, but your joy comes with the morning.
O God, you are gracious on our distress.
We turn our mourning into dancing.
Our souls cannot be silent, O God, our Savior. We give thanks to you, our Lord.
Join in singing our opening hymn, Our Break Our Heart, number 77 in the Our great, that's the man standing for our information. Oh God, in mystery and silence, present in our lives, bringing new life out of such. Hope out of despair, growth out of difficulty. Thank you that you do not do it, but later things help us to see, making the whole of our lives. So the change of children's lives, and have joy, give you a picture. You may be seated. Amen. Christ is all. Scripture reading of the Old Testament today is 126th Psalm, a harvest of joy, a song of accent. The Lord restored the fortunes of Zion. We were like those who dreamed. Then our mouth was filled with laughter, and our tongue with shouts of joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us, and we rejoice. Restore our fortunes, Lord, like the watercourses in their deep. May those who sow in tears reap with shouts of joy. Those who go out weeping, bearing the seed sown, shall come home with shouts of joy, carrying their sheaves. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of the chapter, verses 1 through 8. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, the home of Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. There they gave a dinner for him. Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those at the table with him. Mary took a pound of costly perfume made from pure nard, anointed Jesus' feet, and wiped them with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. But Judas Iscariot, one of the disciples, the one who was about to betray him, said, "Why was this perfume not sold for the 300 denarii and the money given to the poor?" He said it's not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. He kept the common purse and used to steal what was put into it. Jesus said, leave her alone. She brought it so that she may keep it for the day of my burial. You always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me. The word of the Lord to the people of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Our affirmation of faith is number 881 in the hymnal. In whom do you believe?
I believe in God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, His only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, and buried. The third day He rose from the dead. He ascended to heaven, and sitteth at the right hand of God, the Father Almighty. One day He shall come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting.
As it was in the beginning, is now and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Amen.
You may be seated. I remind you, highlight that there will be an administrative council meeting at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Dr. Armstrong, would you make sure that you see me sometime this week? I think we sponsor the next meeting breakfast. And now when you prepare your hearts and minds for the pastoral prayer.
Let us pray. Loving and caring Father, we come with humble hearts. Thanking you for all the blessings you shared with us individually and collectively. Lord, we ask that as we come during this Lenten season, you touch our hearts that we may be reminded of the season we're in, what does the season mean in terms of focusing in on you and what it means to have a living Savior. Walk with us, lead us, and guide us. We ask that you be the sick and shady. Give them the strength that they need and be with those who provide care for them during that time of need. Father, we come asking you to forgive us of our sins, our weaknesses, and our shortcomings, but that you accept us, shape us, and mold us in what you have us to be. We come asking you to remember those that desire to come this morning. For many reasons, we're not able to assemble in this place. And Lord, we simply ask that you stretch out your arms around us and remind us that you're still God. Lord, we ask a special blessing for those who live this morning. Many come with the cares of the world on their shoulders. Others come out of gratitude for what you've already done for us and what you're doing for us right now. Others come seeking some reassurance that you can make a difference in their lives. Lord, we ask that you come touching hearts, touching minds, and renewing your spirit within us in such a way that when we leave this place, we can leave with assurance that you've been here and that we've been here, and that you're making the difference in our lives. It's our prayer. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And now we'll have comments on the evening Bible study ministry. Mrs. Bush. Are you prepared to do that? Okay, well, we'll not have that moment. All right.
Bible class. We would like to take this opportunity to invite each of you. The Word of God tells us to study, to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth. And we meet each Wednesday evening at 6:30. And we just finished the book of Proverbs, and we're starting this session on Ecclesiastes. So we invite you to come out and study with us and learn about the Word of God. The more we learn, the more we know. So we just thank God for each of you. Again, we meet at 6:30 on Wednesday afternoon. Thank God for each of you.
Thank you, Herman. I recall the day that Herman and Mark and Jordan, I didn't realize what the jewels we were receiving. I hadn't know to come upon our membership, so we certainly appreciate both of you and the great resources you bring to this congregation and this community. So thank you very much. Now would you prepare your hearts and purses for the offering. Let us pray. Father, thank you for the abundant blessings that you provide for us. All the provisions that you have available to us individually, our families, our churches. May we use them to glorify your name through Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Give myself away. Give myself away. For you and me. I stand on my God. Yes, Lord, is give myself
Let us pray. Loving and caring Father, as we come to speak unto your people, I think you come to be in our midst. Open our hearts and our minds, O gracious Father, and receptive unto your word. Bless us, Lord, with those blessings you see us standing in need of. Come and open our hearts and our minds, O gracious Father, and might give service unto you. Lead us and guide us in the way you have us to go. It's our prayer. Amen. Amen. Our morning message comes from John, the 12th chapter, the 1st through the 18th verse. The Passover. Many who attended this particular Passover had heard about Jesus in the past. This was not just any Passover. The Passover was when the The Lamb of God would pass over the Israelites if they had marked their houses, then their oldest child would life would be spared. But those who did not believe in Yahweh and did not mark their houses, claiming to the public that yes, we believe in Yahweh, would lose their lives. And this was a celebration that they celebrated each year, marking the time when they were been set free from captivity. But at this particular Passover, the word had gotten out that they were seeking to arrest Jesus, and his followers were wondering, will Jesus show up at the Passover? Because they knew that the Roman authority was seeking to arrest him. So they questioned, and it appeared to the crowd they were seeking others to see just would Jesus show up. And Jesus on his journey stopped along the way in Bethany. Many had heard about that Jesus had risen his friend Lazarus from the dead, and they were now believing that this Jesus had some special power because Lazarus, there many of them who had been weeping, understood clearly that Lazarus had been in the grave for 3 days. And Jesus comes and speaks the word, and he receives life again. And Jesus stops to have dinner with his friend Lazarus, and others were at the table, and Martha was serving as normal, but Mary comes and breaks this ointment of oil, pours it on Jesus' feet, and wipes it with her hair. But Judas Aquinas, who is the thief, who was thief, began to question, why would you do something of this value and waste it on his feet? You know, you have to understand that Lazarus was not concerned really about the poor. He was concerned more about himself. And he had a habit of taking money out of the purse as others placed it in. We must understand that what Jesus' response is that the poor will always be with you, but I will not always be with you. It was not that Jesus was more concerned about himself, but he was trying to help them to understand, if you really have a concern about me, then you will carry on the ministry that I've started, even in my absence. The Passover is truly not about me, but it's about what my Father has already done for you. The Passover is simply reminding me of the power of God. It's not about me, but the poor will always be with me. But if you're really concerned about me, then you will carry on my ministry in my absence. Then you will continue what my Father has started in me. If you are truly concerned about the poor, then your attention will be carrying on the ministry that I've started now. That you will put your faith into practice by living it out, by serving others just as I have served you. That's what the Passover is truly about, simply marking that the Father, what he's already done for us, and setting time of time to remember that God has been so faithful to us that he has even given up his own Son for our sins. And if we are concerned, then we must be willing to put our faith into practice. We must put what we say into our daily being. We must worship God by worshiping others that we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. We must not just tell God that we love him, we must show him by the way we live our lives. We must carry the story on that one day I was lost, but now I'm found. It's not because of me, it's because of him who took time to feel pity on me and save me by his grace that I share the story, that I'm a changed creature now, because I remember what God has done for me. And I want to tell others about this good God. The Passover is not about Jesus going to give up his life. For he said, no man takes my life, I give it up free for your sins. that you may have a chance to live life to its fullest, that you may have a chance to inherit what my Father has already prepared for you. For I give it up willingly, but I give you a choice whether you will celebrate what God has already done for us and tell the story to others that God has made a difference in our lives to the point that he gave up his own son for us, that we may be forgiven of our sins and our shortcomings, that we may have an opportunity to be able to fellowship with the Father in person. But Julius was not concerned about self. He was only concerned about self, and he used his selfishness to run his own life. After spending time with Jesus, he knew what Jesus' mission was. But Julius had his own mission for himself, and that was a selfish mission, to gather all he could for himself. To the point that he would even make a deal to only gratify and satisfy himself. But the story does not end there. The story continues that the Passover is a marking of what God has done for those who publicly claim him as their Lord and Savior. One writer said that were those who were questioning whether they should mark their doorposts or not. And others said, because of what Yahweh has done in the past, we know Yahweh will always keep his promise, that if we are faithful unto him. For God is the same God. As he was in the past, he is in the present. He will not let you down if you put your trust in him. If he's a God, he does not want you to get ashamed of him. He wants you publicly to put your faith into action by telling the story to others. But the Passover is about celebrating what God has already done for us by putting our faith into action. For instance, how one does that? How does one worship God as they worship others? One is studying his word to have a clear understanding of what God requires of us in this day and age. One does not follow something one does not understand or not clear about. Just as a roadmap, one does not follow a roadmap if they don't look at it closely and distinguish whether to take Highway 21 or Highway 31. They must be clear that in order to arrive where they need to go, they need to stay on Highway 21. That's the way we must look at the Word of God. We must study it in order to have a clear understanding of what God would have us to be about. Then we must apply the Word of God to our lives. Understanding that we need to follow map Road 21 and not doing it is not knowing where to go. We must be willing to trust that Road 21 will lead us where we were trying to go. If we want to follow God, then we must understand that he wants us to follow Road 21 rather than Road 31. That we won't become so mixed up and take a wrong direction. Sounds very simple, but if one does not read the word, then one does not understand what Road 21 is about. That's what I'm simply saying. You must be willing not only to read the word, you must be willing to apply it to your life. In other words, you must be willing to trust the word of God. It's not a novel, it's instructions. There's a major difference between a novel and an instructions. Instructions tell one what one is to do to be successful. A novel simply reminds you of some story, some imaginary, that it may be true or it may not be true. But the author has some purpose to lead you somewhere, but it may not be where you think you want to go. And you may end up somewhere you really don't want to be. But instructions breaks it down and tells you step by step what you need to do to arrive at home. one must be faithful. One must not do it just for convenience, but do it because somebody else is watching, or do it to impress someone. One must do it because they have the love of Jesus Christ in their hearts. They must be totally committed to following, not just because it's the popular thing to do, not because others are watching to see just what they want to do. But God sees you when no one else sees you. God knows your heart better than you even know yourself, because he made you and created you. He knows just who you are. He knows that you need the strength. You need to seek it out. Say, Lord, give me the strength to be faithful unto you. The Passover is simply marking and remembering what God has already done for us, and taking it and applying it to our life, that the world may know that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior in our lives. Let us pray. Lord, give us a clear understanding of what it means to celebrate, to appreciate, but Lord, help us to apply it in such a way that we grow stronger, and that our faith may grow stronger in you, and that we may be able to practice our faith daily is our prayer. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Let us stand and sing hymn number 593. And as we stand and sing, the door of the church is open. Let us all pray.